I found this out about 10 years ago.
Okay.
I was teaching and I had a grand seizure. And my wife did notice about 6 months beforehand that I was a little aggressive. My goals were going away and I just didn't care anymore. So I stopped practicing and then suddenly, bang, I find out I have a brain tumor. So that did slow me down. Within that time when I had a grand seizure, in 3 days they cut my head wide open and tried to do what they could. I'm very lucky. I have a lovely wife, and I believe the spouse always goes through more than we go through. I didn't care. I didn't even know how they opened up my head. I didn't even know how much they took out, blah, blah. You know, it was just, I didn't care. I don't know why. Perhaps it was part of the illness. But it's still, we have 2 children and we have a big house and life looks good, you know, but our inner struggle is, this is not just my inner struggle, this is my family's inner struggle. Today, I can come off as looking like a Joe Average, and I can really pull that off very well. But realistically, I'm suffering. I wear it well, and that's how it is. And I'm not a survivor.
You still have it.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
of course. There's no healing this. And what I have is what I have, and it's getting worse. I have to survive as long as I can for my wife and my children. When I was transferred to the Jaravinsky, this is still an hour drive each way, and I didn't know if I could drive each way because as the radiation continues, you get worse. And I looked healthy, and then suddenly I was bald and looked like a disaster. And we figured out that the Cancer Society can actually drive you. And I thought, this is lovely, because I'm a social person. And I became friends with one of the drivers. And usually you get a driver every day, a different one, which is wonderful. But for some reason, this one driver and I got along really well. And our drives back and forth, it was stimulating mentally. And that at that point in my life, I needed something to stimulate my mind. And then afterwards, after the radiation, every day, I thought, I have to give back. It's about giving back. So I thought, why don't I go and volunteer at the society? I don't even know if they'll take me. But I was lucky enough that they thought I could help. And I'm there, and I love being there. I'm doing it because of what they did for me. And all the people at the society in Guelph, Cancer Society, they're wonderful people. So I sit down for people while we wait for radiation, and they're talking about their grandchildren and what it means to them to stay a little longer for their grandchildren. And it's a wonderful thing. It's just, this is so needed, because if people say, "Oh, Graham, I'm sorry that you're not doing very well," and I'll be like, I've seen more than you've ever seen. So I've seen people die. I've seen it all. I'm doing okay.